Damn. Stop getting on my nerves, people. Damn. Grow up.
Issue.
I want to switch a couple gears. One is, and I don't know if you can comment on it yet, which is we keep talking about what's going to be the next big controversial vote, the Elon Musk pay package. You have a stake in Tesla. What do you think?
So that is one of the proxy proposals that we will take a serious look at. The team is evaluating it. But as of today, minus the conversation that is yet to happen with Tesla, we would not be voting in favor of that proposal.
Because?
We do not believe that the compensation is commensurate with the performance of the company.
Did you vote for it in 2018?
I believe we did vote for it in 2018.
Okay.
But this is about long-term value creation.
Hold on.
Okay.
But do you believe you were duped in 2018?
No. I believe we used the information we had available and made the best choice.
Okay, so here's what I find so interesting about this particular choice. 73%, I believe, of the shareholders voted in favor of it in 2018. A judge has said that shareholders were not informed properly.
Right.
If you talk to most shareholders, by the way, especially big shareholders, they say we were not duped. We understood completely what we were doing, and we were on board with this. Now that this opportunity has arrived on your doorstep, to actually rethink this, if you will. There's a view that, oh, maybe we're not getting the value we thought we should. You thought you should get it, but he's worked, by the way, under the assumption that he was hitting the numbers and dealing with the contract. If I told you that you were being paid a certain amount of money in 2018, and then I called you and said, actually, you know what, we're not going to give you that money anymore, what would you do?
Great question. I would go to my board. You know, I would talk with my board. If this was truly a commitment that was made to Mr. Musk by his board, then they should follow through on that commitment. But for us,
how can they follow through if
they're non-binding proposals? So they could follow through. They have a choice to follow through on this proposal.
So you believe that the board could still pay Elon Musk?
I believe the board, minus the court issue. So I'm not factoring in the court issue on this. But for us, the reason we do the say on pay is that the company, long-term value creation of that company, it cannot be a spike in performance, because we've seen spikes in performance at Tesla. This is about long-term value creation. And so if the board is supportive, and again, I'm not factoring in this court issue, most of these proposals are non-binding, and the court or the board could make a decision to go ahead and pay.
Okay. Now, let's think about this together. Okay. I had to look for a color red, because this is serious. So you're telling me that you had an agreement with the CEO that said the company needs to have hit certain numbers. In this case, create 10% shareholder value, incremental shareholder value between 2018 and now. And 73% of the company, of the shareholders, said yes to this, meaning that's a supermajority, meaning most of the shareholders thought it was a good deal. There was no downside. You know, you help us make a whole lot of money, we're going to pay you. If you don't hit the numbers, oh well, whatever you make, we keep, you get nothing. That was a really bad deal for him. It was a great deal for the shareholder. Fast forward today. The guy has hit the numbers, and now you're going to turn around and say, oh, you're not going to vote because you don't think the pay package is commensurate with the job that was done. You said this is about long-term shareholder value. You want to make sure this is not a spike in performance. That is corporate jargon to say, I am full of crap, and I must come back. And I'm going to stab you in the back any chance I get. So if you are a founder, an investor, please do not take money from CALPERS. Is it CALPERS, whatever that is? They will stab you in the back. You gave your word, you shook the hand, you signed the paperwork, and now you're going to sit there and say, no, we ain't going to pay you the money. Like he literally asked you. What if I had an agreement with you? I signed the contract saying, you know what? You need to build a 5-story building. You got 5 years, here's your budget. We don't give a crap if there's COVID. We don't give a crap if anything happens. You need to hit those numbers. That's on you. Impossible task Almost nobody thought he was going to do it, including me. I was like, this guy is overambitious. He ain't going to hit the numbers. And every expert said it was a nearly impossible task to accomplish. And somehow the guy pulled it off. And you're going to come around and stab him in the back and say, no, you're going to vote against paying him the money. This is setting a dangerous precedent for business, for capitalism. This is not okay. This is activism at its worst. The guy deserves his money. The question as to whether he was going to leave the company if he doesn't get paid is secondary. We shouldn't even be having that conversation. He should have never been denied the money. He should have gotten paid the moment he hit the numbers. This whole drama shouldn't even have happened. So to you, ma'am, I don't know if it's you that made the decision or whoever your board, whoever made that decision on the Casper side, you guys are scumbags. And you are the reason why people hate capitalism. You are the problem. You are part of the problem in this scenario. Let me just say it that way. And nobody should ever accept funds from you because it's like poison. How do you justify this is stabbing somebody in the back? You were a scumbag. This is a heist. You're trying to steal money from this man. And the lawyers that decided to bring this case are now asking for $5.6 billion in Tesla shares. So you're saying the company is not doing good enough, but you want the shares of the company as payment. This whole thing is the heist, man. But I'm glad that he went back to the board, and the board, funny enough, still super majority, right around 73%, still voted to give him his pay package. The board did the right thing, but you, ma'am, and whoever that judge is, and whoever is voting against this, you guys are part of the problem. You guys are breaking the rules. You guys are breaching the contract, and that's not right. So you need to do better than this. You know better, and you know this is BS. What you're doing right now is BS. It's not right. Damn! Stop getting on my nerves, people. Damn! Grow up.